Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best 3rd/4th tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, and today we are coming at you with the team that got me about 200 ELO, 19-6 record, up to 2747. So finally broke through that resistance that I just could not get through earlier, and it is a Ninetales, Medicham, Umbreon. So I'll go over the team and its strengths and weaknesses. I appreciate if you hit that thumbs up button and comment on this video, help the algorithm out as my channel is getting some good, nice little growth recently. Thank you, Daxy. So let's go over the team. So I actually started with a Ninetales because the Charm matchup. So Charm versus Weather Ball. I'll go over team comp here, but I did it with Charm because the Charm beats Walrein. As long as you don't, yeah, I think even if you can win the 2 shields if you get baited too. So Charm beats Walrein, and I expected more Scrafties and more Obstagoons because of the Walrein. So that deals with that, and Medichamps everywhere as a counter user, so that deals with that as well, right? So great. Obviously, Charm, you're super weak to your Galarian, Stunfisk, and Bastiodon, right? You already have a bad matchup with Weather Ball. You got a worse matchup with Charm, so you need something to deal with that. My best counter user is a Medicham, so I'm going to put it in there again. And then I like this team. I'm like, okay, Charm. The problem with running Charm is what would be good against grass, like what would be good against grass with the Weather Balls, with the Power Snows, is now sort of a losing matchup. And you don't need to worry about, so like Trevenant, what would be an easy win is now like an and then Medicham would get destroyed. So I need something to deal with that. I also wanted something like you get absolutely walled by Galarian, Stunfisk, and Bastiodon, so I wanted something that can at least somewhat deal with that. So going through my Pokemon, I didn't want a double counter user. And then I got to Umbreon, and I'm like, Umbreon fits this build perfectly because it was the ultimate save swap, and it still has a lot of play, right? Because you have your Trevenants running around. It can actually be Walrein as well because it's super tanky as on its own end. And Skarmory started showing up a bit, and so Skarmory's tough for this team, so Umbreon can somewhat deal with that. So Umbreon was like a nice little pick. So ran 19-6 with the team. I did use it this morning again for 3 sets, and I did lose. I'm not going to say it's like you're going to get 19-6 out all the time because I will show you I did lose 20 ELO this morning. I think like a couple 2-3 sets. But there are some weaknesses, which I will go over at least one of the battles of the team comp there. So let's get into these battles here. But you see 25-53, so almost 200 ELO with this team. So Trevenant. So again, it's the fact that you see Trevenant is not terrible, and then you get a Skarmory right away. So one thing I learned is when I was running the PV poke analysis is even with the Charm Ninetales, you can still get the Skarmory in the 1 shield down to like 18 HP, right? So it's not terrible. So I just chipped it a bit with there. I could take multiple Sky attacks here, and even the Charm chip damage puts this low enough that I can probably take this out with a couple more Snarls on foul play. I may have to shield here, and I'm going to because I cannot have my Medicham on here. So they shield, which is fine because I'm going to get to another move. I'm going to shield this Sky attack and hit them with the foul play. They bank it and come in with Azu. So I come in here, and Azu is a little tricky too, right? So there's a couple things with this team. You're double weak to Charmer in the back, so that's a first weakness. You're somewhat weak to Azu as well because you have an okay matchup here, but like one player off does not take either of them out, Umbreon or your Medicham. But it is losing matchups, but that's okay. The Charm damage is where it at. I just came in here and just sacrificed this because it's useless against both Pokemon. The Charm damage here, this is also why I decided to run Charm on this team, is for this exact matchup against the Azu. When you have a terrible backline against it, being able to just Charm chunk damage is very important. So the Skarmory is low. The Trevenant has some energy. The Skarmory comes in. I snipe it here, knowing that it's probably going to shield because it cannot have the Trevenant on it. Farm a bit more. I don't know what they were doing. I think they were trying for aggressive farm down. They lost track of my energy because I had a lot of energy there. I could have thrown earlier. Get that. I may even get to another one if they try and claw me down. I do not get to the move. I do need to worry about the Shadow Ball. I expect them to just probably go double Seed Bomb at this point because the claws do add up, as you can see. Like, I'm already in the yellow, so 2 Seed Bombs probably would take, like, 1 landing would take me out. But I do get to the Weather Ball to take this out. So there we go. So even in the Trevenant matchup, like, it's tricky because the claws do add up quickly and they could just go Seed Bomb bait. Walrein's another reason I run this team because all 3 have play against it. So they bank here. They come Deox, and I'm seeing a lot more Deoxes, and Umbreon is a great response for Deox, right? Some people are running Scrafties, but then you're weak to the counter. Umbreon, you are weak to the counter as well, but the Snarl foul play gets up real fast there. So I can do 2 foul plays here to take this out, no problem. And Umbreon is so thick that it can just absorb a ton of energy here. So even if I took another Thunderbolt or Rock Slide, I forget what they had there, I would still survive. So no problem. So take this out. Great. Keep alignment. I expect the Walrein to come back in. Oh, and it's a Venusaur. Okay, so this is not a bad scenario because I would probably come in here or my Medicham to take out the Venusaur anyways. Hope I get to move off, which is perfect because now it's probably within counter and Ice Punch range. The thing is, like, much like I said the other day, Venusaur is tricky because a lot of things just take 2 frenzies to take it out. Like, the Medicham's going to take 2 frenzies. If they land a Sludge, I'll probably take 1 to take out this. I came in here because it's low enough that I think I can maybe just go full Charm or get to the move and force another shield. I expect them to maybe shield and try and grab a last shield from me, but that's fine because I'm now just in full Charm down range here. Okay, so I'm going to shield. I could have probably just let this go too, but they do go for the Sludge to try and nuke me. I'm just going to build up a bit. I kind of almost would just go all the way here. Oh, I do catch. Like, I could have just came in earlier. I could have let it go and then countered. They hit me with an Earthquake, but there you go. Earthquake from a Shadow still only did 50%. So that's great, right? So Bastiodon. So here is a hard lead loss. So I got to go Umbreon is your Shape Swap, and I get hit with the Vic, and I'm like, oh no, this is Grasshole, isn't it? Bastiodon, Shadow Vic. So I'm expecting the back to be another like Suit Grass type Pokemon with Razor Leaf. So the good news is Umbreon's pretty thick, so I got 1 shield. I won't be able to take this out. I do, so yeah, okay, I remember this. I can still get to another one even though they lowered my defense severely. They're going to try and keep Switch, right, because they have such an amazing matchup. Why I did this is because I know they're most likely running Grass Hole. So what's going to happen is I'm going to come in here with my A9, which is essentially useless because I'm running Charm, but it will take this out. The Bastiodon is going to come back in, and now because I grabbed their last shield, I'll be able just to Ice Punch whatever they come in here. And it is a Tropius, which is very nice. So this will be doing super effective damage. I don't think 1 takes them out, but 2 will take them out for sure. Do I get to the second one before they get a move? No. So I will have to shield this up. And then it's now going to come down to how much damage these... I built up a bit there. I don't think that's necessary, but I want to build up a bit of energy just to start throwing some moves at the Bastiodon because the Bastiodon's going to get to a move. So I just need to start chipping this as much as I can with moves. I did Psychic just because Ice Punch is such a bad move and it's resisted anyway. Let's just go for a Stab Psychic. Maybe I can lower the defense, and they get to a move here. This is probably going to take me out. It's a Flamethrower. Does not take me out, so I bank that, come in here. Now they need to get to a move. I'm hoping I can just get this move off. It probably doesn't even take it out, quite honestly. But I still have my Medicham left with counter, which is a quick move. 1 HP. Oh, it does not get taken out. We're both at 1 HP. I'm going to get taken out here, but my counter on Medicham is going to be able to land before their move does. So tight matchup there. Good win, getting out of a really, really tough alignment there. Swampert lead. So the thing with this ABB team is you probably need to bail quick into one of your backline Pokemon, right? Because you cannot stay in with your A9, lose, or even win the first matchup, and then they have like their own Charm A9 or something in the back, because then you're in trouble. So you need to essentially bail. So if you don't want to run double weak to Charm, you could put something else in for Medicham. You do need a counter user though. Like you could put in Deox. Like Deox wouldn't be double weak to. Yeah, you can put in Deox. I do get a move off here. The problem is I'm going to go down here, which is okay because I have chipped the Swampert a decent amount, and they come Registeel. So good news is I have 2 shields here, and they got 2 shields. I'm going to shield this because I expect these moves to probably hurt the most. Well, no, a Hydro is going to hurt too. But at this point, it's super low, so I'm thinking I could just probably go for the full farm down here. And if it comes in, 1 Hydro is not going to take me out, so I'm going to have back-to-back Ice Punches here to deal with this. They do throw the Earthquake, which is really effective, which is too bad. I was hoping it was just a Hydro. So grab the first shield, grab the second shield, I think, or I'm going to counter it down. I expect to grab the second shield. I may have to try and, switch out here. Snipe here, which is good. Get the Charm to take this out. The Registeel is pretty low, and they quit out. So back to back to back moves there. This is the team that's tough. So because I don't have Powder Snow, this matchup already becomes a losing matchup. I am going to try and throw the move and probably get out into my, I'm guessing Umbreon soon. But again, even then, 2 Frenzies from this range will take me out. May not take me out, but it's going to put me pretty close, and it's going to take 2 Foul Plays to take them out. So they don't need to shield this one, and they're going to get a really hard-hitting Frenzy off here. They may even get the second one off before I get out of here. So that does a decent amount. I'm in the, and they come in with Skarmory. So like this is my best answer for Skarmory, so I'm not terrible seeing it now, but Skarmory's got play against both my front 2 Pokemon. So again, having a Deox in there, like if you want to rerun this team with a Deox, I wouldn't hate that, because then you'd have better matchups against Skarmory, and you would have better matchups against Azu, and you would have better matchups against what else would what was the other one that I said? I forget the other one I said. So good news is I chipped this as much as I could. So the problem is they are loaded with energy. This is going to hurt. But I just got to let it go. They come in with Gel Suns. Oh, right. And this game's over, right? Because I have no matchup in the back. Gel Suns strong. Showcased that yesterday. So I got a shield. My only thought process is I got a shield. Hope it's Weather Ball. Maybe I can get to 2 Weather Balls here to chip and take it out. I just need 1 more Charm and I can get off another move. But I think they're going to Hex me down. Oh, I need 2 more. If I got 1 more, I would have won. So hit me here, and then they have a move on the Venusaur to take me out. So it was close. It was close, but tough to work around that one. So yeah, Deox is not a terrible answer. You can use other counter users, but you like, I'm just thinking of the other counter users. Like the other ones are like Obstagoon weak to dark, Vigoroth you're double weak to fighting, Scrafty double weak to fighting and dark. So there's like a lot of issues with those. Do some chip damage there, and then come in here because I'd rather take any move from the Deox there. And so I was losing the front matchup. I lose the switch here, so this is not looking great right now. We are just going to spam these. I can take 1 Play Rough. I know that much. And the good news is these will chip enough to put it low enough that I can probably just put it in Charm down range. The Deox is loaded though, so I'm going to have to shield up what is potentially a Rock Slide. Although I have played now multiple Deoxes and none of them are running Rock Slide. So I banked that thinking the Deox is just going to take me out here. I need something to throw at the Deox. Like maybe I'll get a Foul Play off there on the Deox to take that out. So they come in, hit me with a move. It may shield. It's a Psycho Boost. So that's interesting that they go Psycho Boost right away, because now I can just go Charm, They still may be able to Psycho Boost to take me out between the counters. But if they do double Psycho Boost me here, they're now 4 times lowered. And they're super low. I may just come Umbreon, yeah, and take whatever move this is, because probably not a Psycho 4 times it's already a resisted move, so it's a Thunderbolt. But yeah, 4 times lowered. So now I have energy coming out of this. I expected the Azu, but it's an Umbreon. So chip this as much as I can here. Come in here. Start getting on the counters. I need to see how much I can counter this down before I get hit with the move here. So I'm going to get hit with a Foul Play. It only does like 25%, so it's probably going to take like 3 or 4. But I don't want to take too many, so I think I'll let one more go, and then if they get to another one, yeah, between that and the Snarls, maybe only 3. So I'm going to try and chip this. They still have 1 extra shield than I do. I'm going to throw here. This isn't going to take it out, so what they could do is just let this go and grab my last shield, which is what I'm guessing they're going to do. So I have to shield because I don't really have a win condition with Umbreon against that Azu. My win condition here was the catch. And so I catch this, absorb all that energy, which is great. They are now in farm down range probably. So I have 2 moves coming out to throw here for the win. So definitely my game of the week right there. Tough lead, tough switch, a lot of jumping around, catching for the win. So that was a really good matchup there. Yeah, maybe I'll throw that up as a short. I guess the night before. Maybe I'll do it. I'm filming this the day before, so maybe I'll throw it up tonight as like a tomorrow. This is coming. A9 versus, or maybe not though, because that was a full out battle, so it'd be like a 3.5 times speed just to showcase that. So maybe not. So with this matchup, this is your fairy, right? It's very unlikely they're also running another Charmer in the back, because then you're just double weak to poison. So if you see this matchup, I'm fine double shielding here and taking it out just on the charms here. So that's fine. I will go down shield, but I will take switch with energy. So let's see what they come in with. They come in with the Bastiodon. So I immediately come in with Umbreon, because my thought process is they're coming with Bastiodon, they 100% have a counter for Medicham or some counter user, right? So they shield up that, which I think was a mistake. Obviously I don't know who this person is. I think that was a mistake. They probably just like tapping on their screen, because out comes a Sableye. So you shielded up what is going to be a pretty weak foul play on a Bastiodon, and you have a Sableye here in the back, which is going to just take these foul plays nonstop. I'm going to have now alignment of my Medicham on theirs. So I think it was just a misclick on the opponent's part. I don't think it would have mattered too much. They shouldn't have given up switch. I'm surprised they gave up switch, because now I can just come charm this down. Oh, I have a move too, so I don't even want to take a foul play in claw in case they have it. So I'm just going to take this out and then have a great alignment here to take this out, no problem. So yeah, that was a weird play on my opponent's part there. Azu matchup again, so same sort of thing here. We are not leaving this matchup. We are staying in. We will double shield to take this out. I am fine with that. So sneak in a full charm, that's nice. Probably going to shield, I assume, even though it's a play rough. Yeah. I cannot leave this matchup having them see my back Pokemon here. And the thing is, if they have an Azu in the front, you have a good opportunity. I probably let this go because I don't want to go down 2 shields, and I know I survive 1, and I'll come out with energy. So I will take this out here, come out with some energy. I'm hit with a Marowak. I was like, ooh, spicy. So I cannot have my Medicham hit that. It's so funny. Marowak is not spicy, but it's definitely spicy now because you have not seen it in Great League Open for many seasons now. I have great alignment here. They throw, and I'm like, is this a Fire Blast? Like, what are they throwing here? And they throw a Resisted Shadow Bones. That does not do much. They come in Sableye. So I was like, oh no, okay. This is interesting because both these Pokemon are weak to Umbreon, and both these Pokemon destroy my Medicham. So I need to chip this. I hope they let this go. They can only throw return on my Umbreon. So I want to try and catch it, but it did a very, very bad job. So I know this is a return, most likely, unless they're baiting me. They did bait me. So good play on their part. So I need to now try and catch it on the Medicham. Or I just need to bail right away and absorb the energy. Yeah, I'm just going to bail. One foul play won't take me out. That counter is going to go through if they don't transfer the damage. So one foul play will not take me out. Wow, one foul play doesn't take Medicham XL is really, really big. Shadow Bone probably will take me out if they hit me. But now they are within one foul play range. And I know they have Shadow Bone, and I don't think they have a Mud. I don't think they have a Fire Blast. So they can only do Bone Clubs, which is a very, very bad move. So even a resisted Shadow Bone does more than that. So they probably, I think they should throw Shadow Bone next, but it does not take me out. Oh, don't even get to it. Gets a move, take him out for the win. So yeah, double Ghost in the back. Have not seen double Ghost in the back in a while. Altaria, so good lead here. Walrein, I should get out much quicker. I should have made that move. I know I can survive one Earthquake. Obviously, it only does like 50%. I get baited. Why would I shield that? Now they're going to hit me with the Earthquake and I got to let it go. I should have let the Earthquake go. I know why I shielded it, because I always say they're less likely to bait on the first and they're more likely to bait on the second one. But they did bait on the second one, first one. So the good news is I will get to 2 Ice Punches. And this would take it out if they don't shield this next one. What I expect them to do is shield, farm down, and throw a Sky Attack on my Ninetales to at least do some chip damage, and then they're going to bail to whatever their back Pokemon is. I do not get to the move, so that's just too bad. And they go straight into the Skarmory. And this is why I like this matchup, because I get to the foul plays pretty quick. What you're going to see is Sky Attack does not do much. 3 foul plays will take them out. I let this first one go, because even if it's a Brave Bird, I can survive a Brave Bird. It is just a Sky Attack. As you can see, not a lot of damage done there. I expect them to throw Sky Attack next. I mean, a Brave Bird next. So I'm going to throw this right away. This will force a shield. It is now low enough that even if they do get a Brave Bird off here, I can just come in and Charm. CMP, they catch on the Altaria, so really nice play there. But all this is going to do is just put it in easy farm down range for me. I can let this go because one Sky Attack from an Altaria is not going to take me out. One Brave Bird will take me out, so I have to come in with the move to throw here. I would have been able to shield up whatever they threw at me. Take it out. So when you win alignment, when you win lead, it's a pretty, not easy matchup, but it's much easier. And I think that was my 5-0 set. So 27-47 is what I got to with this team. Did not break expert today. I will try a Walrein team tomorrow. I've now run 3 teams to counter Walrein, so I am going to run a team with Walrein tomorrow. I just need to figure out. I have a team in mind. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to try it out, so I'm going to try it out. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it if you hit that sub button if you're new to this channel. Please hit the thumbs up button and comment on the video to help the algo out, and I will see you guys tomorrow.